Welcome to the Tableau training. This is your trainer Syed Hamza, which will be conducting these sessions, 6 different sessions for Tableau with regards to Hadaba 2025. Now, these trainings are designed across 6 different sessions. We will start with our training session number 1 today. This session will be recorded and shared with you by your professors in your learning management system, aka LMS. You have to go through these videos, and with each training video, you will be provided with a few questions that will be your exit tickets so that you can reflect on the recording for each session and then self-assess whether you completely understood the questions and able to answer them. If you have difficulty answering the questions, you will have to rewatch the recording, as these recordings are recorded in lifetime, real time right now at 11th September, and they will be uploaded to YouTube private channel, and you will be provided with the link to access and watch them as many times as you want to clear the concepts across any tool within the Tableau software. So today, what we're going to do in session 1 is we will be giving a brief introduction and overview of the tool, which is the Tableau software. And once we have a bit clarity on the Tableau software and presentation, we will move on to doing the Tableau download and install in a real time during the session. So you can follow this video to download Tableau Public on your computer, PC, or device so that you will be able to use them in the next few sessions. Now, this session 1 is designed around the idea of Tableau, an overview and introduction, and how to get access to Tableau Public on your device so that when we move and jump into a more advanced argument visualization regarding public policy making. So you will have the tool ready for the next week and you will be able to understand how to work around it. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with just introduction. So before we begin, as you know that these will be 6 different sessions designed across 6 different weeks. This is the week 1 material. So what I expect from you guys that you should have a separate folder in your laptop or on your PC for more better organization of the material and the content in these training sessions, which will be related to your assignments as well. Assessment number 1 and 3 in your desired courses. So what I'll do is you have to start with creating the folders based on which week are you talking about. So let's say I'm gonna in this big folder of Tableau trainings, I'll go and create my folder, call it session 1. When I create session 1, inside this folder, what I'm going to do is the PowerPoint provided to you, the video provided to you from the YouTube link, and the data provided with this session, and the expected Tableau file, which will be created at the end of this training to store them in session 1. So this is where all the material provided to you and the work done from your end for this week will go in this folder. So this folder will have the files, as I repeat, the YouTube video, you can download it, the Tableau file that you will create by the end of the training for week 1, the data source file, which I will be provided through your professors, and also I will post them in the Teams channel, and the PowerPoint that I'm going to use for each session that will go into this session 1. So if I go back to the folder, you have session 1, and you can just create 6 different sessions folders so that everything is well organized and you will know where to find them when you move towards your assessments and your projects in this Hadaba 2025 program. So quickly, you can just create 6 different sessions. Okay, so session 1 is this is where you need to remember where these folders are. Now to get back to the PowerPoints for now and to begin with the introduction and overview of Tableau software. After this, we will be moving on to practically how to download it and how to install it on your computer. And then the third stage of this session will be to play with the data sources, a few data examples. I'll show you a demo. I will provide you a demo of one of the very basic visualization and analysis in Tableau today. But the main idea is that for this week, you are able to understand what Tableau is, why do we use Tableau, how to get the Tableau on your device, PC or laptop, how to install them and access to it, and lastly, just the practice of our first visualization. And then I'll give you like last 15 to 20 minutes of this session to practice on an activity based on what you learned during the demo. So let's jump into it. So this is Tableau or introduction and overview. I am your trainer, Syed Hamza. I've been training in the field of data science, machine learning for the last 7 years. I'm currently in Canada, working with Athabasca University, one of the leading university in Canada, and I'm part of the Hadaba 2025 as a Tableau trainer. To begin the session breakdown for you guys, so the objectives of the session 1 is that introducing the tool and the project. So by now you will be able to get the project files from your professors, in which you will have either one or 2 different assessments, whether you have to do a Tableau assignment or create a dashboard project analysis, or maybe both of them in that desired course. So the objectives are to introduce you the tool and the project associated with Tableau training in Hadaba 2025. And second is to explore examples of policy arguments visualization. So we will, at the last stage of this session 1, we will be looking at one of the example how to get the data into Tableau with different data sources, and how to create one of the basic policy argument visualization on Tableau. So this is the session breakdown in terms of objectives. Now to move on, what are the different interactive activities? Now, as you already know by this time that these sessions are recorded sessions for you guys, so this will not have that element of active learning and participation by giving you task in real time that you have to go through, and if you have any misunderstanding or you have some questions, you can ask me right away. So instead of that, what you guys are going to do is you will watch the recording and take notes while you're watching the video. And if you guys have any questions or misunderstanding or difficulty in understanding any concept or even an idea or a question that comes in your head and you want to get more clarity on it, so by the end of this session 1 on your LMS, there will be a link provided to a Google form or a Microsoft form where you can get back to me in real time if with your questions and your concerns, and I'll be able to reply back within 24 to 36 hours, depending on the time difference between Qatar and Canada right now. So in this interactive activities expected to be is the hands-on Tableau lab sessions with a live data set. So the data set I will be providing with you, but it's not restricted to that. I'll give you some online sources from where you can get data of your interest and something that more closer to you in terms of like the policies, public policy, and different faculties within public policy to get those data within the state of Qatar data, or whether you look at the overall worldly data on that topic. We will also have some peer analysis activities later in this training course, where we will compare different visualization styles, and that will also be based on your prior understanding of statistics and different charts and graphs that you have already known and have used previously in your academics or in your work experience. And the interactive activities within the Tableau trainings also include an activity which I do is called Think, Pair, Share on argument trends. This is to just boost up the collaboration and the teamwork and the peer observation within your cohort of in your class, on your section, or in this on the current subject that you are currently taking. So these are the different interactive activities that are expected in this training course on Tableau. The learning material for this session specifically will be a CSV file where the data comes in multiple sources from where you extract them, but to make that technical part a bit easier for you in this training, or especially in the session one, I will be provided with you the data exported already from the source, and the file format would be a CSV or Excel file, so you can easily import that into your Tableau training. Second learning material today's session includes is how to download and how to install the Tableau Public on your computer, on your device. So I'll go through the whole demo, and all you need to do is just watch them. Could be more than one time to not miss any part of the installation and the download, so that the Tableau Public is correctly installed on your laptop, and then it could be used for the further sessions when we move towards detailed and more advanced visualization in this training course. I will be also giving you links towards Tableau community and resources and tutorials. So if you want to enhance your understanding on Tableau with more resources and further study material, I'll give you some links to that as well. Then the task that will be included in this session one on Tableau introduction is that now that after in the second stage, we install and download the Tableau on your computer, I will be able to show you one demo that with a sample data set, how to work around Tableau and by understanding the different tools of the software. And the initial task will be to build at least one visualization in this session, and that is specifically related to argument stance or topic, which is directly related to your Hadaba 2025. The second task that will be included is to submit a reflection slide or a 2-minute voice note. So again, by the end of session one in the PowerPoint or in the learning management system, as well as on the Teams, I'll give you the link to the feedback form where you will be submitting your 2 minutes voice note after completing session one. So session one, once you complete the learning acquisition part of session one, you go on to understand how to do the basic visualization on after learning in session one. You will be able to provide your feedback as a 2-minute voice note. If you have any concerns, I'll reply back with my feedback as well. The third stage, participation in the forum discussion and visual storytelling. Now, this part, for technical reasons, I will not be able to see because it's related to your professor and the person in charge for the learning management system of the course you're taking. So again, that will be really dependent on your instructor and professor for that part. So you have to participate in the forum discussion when the professor will post one or two essential questions on the outcomes and the learning objectives of this session one. So this is the first part of this session one where we will be, where I have explained the breakdown of the session. In the next part of this session, I'll be introducing you to the material related to Tableau. Thank you. All right, welcome to the second part of session one recording. in previous part, we looked around the session breakdown. Now let's jump into a bit of theory and understanding on what the software is. So Tableau, if you heard about Tableau, excellent. If you didn't hear about Tableau, you're a completely beginner. So I just want to tell you that Tableau is developed by Salesforce, a very well-known company for data visualization and more primarily for business intelligence. So Tableau is also known as a BI tool. BI stands for business intelligence. Now, what does business intelligence do is that it helps turn raw data, let's say you collected a data in the form of sensor data, it is voting data regarding public policy, whether you went on and collected from end users or individuals, humans, machines, any kind of data that is in the raw form you have collected. So what you can do is you can provide that raw data and import it into the Tableau software, and the Tableau will convert the raw data into more interactive, easy to understand, visuals based analysis. So it will create, Tableau provides a lot of visualization tools like charts and graphs that you can play around and help understand the raw data. So the easy example would be if you have a data of, let's say, 80,000 polls on voting, and to see how are the trends going on in the voting based on demographics, age, political ideas and political perceptions across the voting. So you can easily get that Excel or CSV file, import into the Tableau, and the Tableau, based on its charts and interactivity tools, can help you understand the analysis from the raw data, that who is leading in the voting poll, and with which margin are they winning. Tableau also helps you to do a bit of data-driven analysis, so where you're not expected to know a lot of programming. So it's like a great tool for policymakers, public policy individuals, where they're not really tech savvy on programming skills, computer programming skills. So they can easily use Tableau for that purpose. Now, there are some facts about Tableau, so I'll just quickly go through them, that users can create dashboards. So again, it is one of the well-known and famous tool when it comes to creating dashboards for analysis. So it can easily help you to create the visualizations. You can, and then from visualizations, you can merge them together to create a lovely interactive dashboard. And after the dashboard, you can actually create a story map, so how you can go on from point A to point B to point C and point D. They're all presented in one dashboard, and then another dashboard is like the years based on, so let's say your first dashboard is covering the policy analysis from 1980s to 2000s. The second dashboard look at the analysis from 2001 to 2020 analysis, and then there's a third dashboard in the same Tableau file, which looks after the current trends. So then if you want to create like a story map out of it, so you can merge all three dashboards together, so that will give you a lovely trends and variation of the data analysis over time period and time sequence. So to quickly give you a little understanding on this statement is, you're going to create the you can create the visualization for each analysis, and then from visualizations we go on to create dashboards, and from multiple dashboards we go on to create a story map. So that's the three different elements of the Tableau analysis. Now we will go through them in this course in very details, and it's going to be very practical, but this is the first session. I just wanted to give you a little of background and a bit of theory and knowledge, so that you can build upon it, and then you can move on to build your skills around it. The second fact is that Tableau can connect multiple files. As I said in my previous part of session one, that Tableau has this flexibility to import data from multiple sources, whether the data is stored in the form of like JSON files, they're stored in a database or in a cloud computing, stored in a cloud, or if it's basically stored in a SQL database, or primarily mostly used a CSV, comma separated values file, or an Excel, Microsoft Excel file. So you can connect multiple sources of data with Tableau, and Tableau can easily accept those raw form of the data, and then from there it can acquire the knowledge and the data points and process the data. So as you can see, there are more than 50 sources of data that Tableau is more flexible and compatible with. So that gives a big advantage to Tableau in competition with all the other tools, business intelligence tools out there. Third fact is it provides data blending and real-time collaboration feature, as well as we will study in this part that Tableau has multiple products. One of them is Tableau Online and Tableau Server, so you can actually collaborate together with your team members and people sitting in different regions, geographical positions, working on the same Tableau files. They can collaborate together in a real time, and you can see that analysis on your Tableau file. Number four is it is used by businesses, academic researchers, and many government organizations for visual data analysis. So again, Tableau is one of the important and well-known tool and software when it comes to data analysis, and specifically when you talk about visualization of the data, arguments, and data analysis. So it has been used widely in different fields, in academia specifically, and also in the business industry as well. And as I mentioned, Tableau is a business intelligence tool, so it is a leader right now when it comes to any kind of analytics platform, regardless of any domain of analysis you're working on. Now, the features of Tableau. So again, they're not only restricted to three, but just for the sake of this presentation, I did mention three: data blending, real-time analysis, and collaboration of data. So data blending is one of the most interactive and most real analysis that you can blend multiple sources of data together on the same file, and you can merge them. So one of my current projects where I was working on about how to map different features on my locality municipality, so it can easily blend the data coming from an Excel file and then the data coming from the maps itself. So you can easily blend them together and plot the data on the map itself. So it can give you a good sense of data blending together. Real-time analysis as a Tableau Server and Tableau Online provides you. So you can be a team of 4 people sitting in a different geographical location, working on the same project. So you can get the data in real time by live streaming of the data, and you can analyze together, which also takes us to the collaboration of data as well. So you can sit in a different region but still working on the same file through internet, and that can boost up your collaboration. And that's not just limited to geographical location. You can be a group of 3 people, 2 people, pair in this course, Hyderabad 2025, for your assignment or your dashboard, and you can be sitting in different location within this state of Qatar, and you can work on the same file over the internet, and that will boost up the collaboration of data. Now, Tableau does provide different products. We're not going to use all of them. Primarily, we will be using the free one, which is open source towards students, also known as the Tableau Public. And today, in the next part of this session 1, I will be helping you how to download it and how to install the Tableau Public on your computer or on your PC. So Tableau provides different suites of products, including the desktop version and the public version. So you're going to use these two to develop your visualization, dashboards, and story maps. And then you have 3 more, which are internet-based: Tableau Online, Tableau Server, and Tableau Reader. So Tableau Online can help you to create an account and link it with multiple people over the internet, and you can work on the same file at the same time. Same goes with the Tableau server. The Tableau reader, however, is more of like a PDF reader product. So if you create a Tableau visualization and you have a Tableau file, and then now you just want to read it, so all you need to do is just install Tableau Reader so you can actually read the Tableau file of the analysis you have done, and you will be able to read them, but you will not be able to like write into it or modify the analysis or visualization. So it's more about like read only product of Tableau. This is very much similar to Adobe PDF Reader if you have used on your computer, where you can open your PDF files to read them, but you cannot just change or modify them. So now Tableau Desktop. So Tableau Desktop is like a two form. One is called the Desktop Personal and one is called Desktop Professional. Now we're going to use the Personal because you're all students and doing it as part of your research and understanding regarding Hadaba 2025. So you're going to use the free version, which is the Desktop Personal, and I'll be showing you in the next stage how to actually works around it. So Tableau Public, Tableau Server, as I mentioned, online, Tableau Reader, and the last part is, well, the basic question is how Tableau works. So Tableau connects to different data sources, so it can import the data. Importing the data could be done through different sources of data. So I will show you a couple of sources today in a demo. And then once you import the data, you can actually do different analytical analysis on the data after understanding what the data is, what kind of features are there, and columns and rows in the data. Then once you can easily make sense of the data, you can create visualization of it, and then you can present that analysis in the form of a dashboard or a story map. So if you want to break down this whole process, so you're going to import the data, you're going to analyze the data to make sense of it, and then you're going to present the data. So for importing, we will need the data source in this case. In the analysis, we need to know a bit of statistics, how to use it on the Tableau for different kinds of charts, graphs, and mathematical tools for analysis. And for presentation, we will be able to know how to create the dashboard, which is your third assignment in Hadaba 2025 if your course is using that assessment. So this is how import works, how this is analyze step works, and then how the presentation step will work. So to break down for you now that what we discussed is in the first part of session one, I gave you a bit of session breakdown and understanding on the overview of Tableau. Here in the second stage of session one, I give you a little theoretical understanding and background on what Tableau is, how does it actually work, what are the different features around it and the different products of Tableau, and which one we're going to use in this course so far. So now I will be moving towards the third part of session one, in which I'll be practically showing you how to use internet to download the Tableau public, and after successfully downloading into your laptop, computer, or PC, how you're going to install it as well, so that in third part of session one, you will go and see the smooth transitioning from getting the Tableau through internet towards installing it and getting it ready on your computer. So let's move towards the third part of session one. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome back. This is the third part of session one. And after understanding the theoretical knowledge and background of what Tableau is and what we're going to cover in this whole 6 sessions part of Tableau training in Hadaba 2025, now it's a real time to move on towards the tool itself of Tableau and how to download on your PC and how to install it after successfully downloading. Now, I will be also providing you a theoretical, a written guide on how to get it on your Teams channel. So you can, if you have any questions and if you miss any part of this part of the video, you can go to your Teams, Microsoft Teams channel, and there you will find my post with a detailed guide on how to download and install it on your computer and laptop as well. So to get it from internet first, all you need to do is go to your web browser. I use Google Chrome, and you can write Tableau public, So once you search Tableau Public, it will give you a link. And if the link is from Tableau Public already, just click on it. So after you click on the Tableau Public, you will be able to see their home page of Tableau Public, and here you can go and find two different tabs. One is Create tab and one is Learn tab. And we will be using Create tab to download the Tableau desktop version. But if you want to explore more about Tableau Public with getting how-to videos of tutorials, how to get a sample data from available data sources on Tableau website. You can click on it. You can look at the different community resources where people from around the world make different visualization on Tableau, and then they share it with the rest of the community. So you can get those analysis and learn from them. And you can, if it's open source, you can actually adapt it to your analysis as well. You'll be also find some frequently asked questions and some blogs on Tableau Public as well. I'll be using these, but before that, we will be going to download it. So all you need to do is search public Tableau on your Google Chrome or any web browser. It will take you um, to this page, web page, and here you will find the Create tab, and the second option is called Download Tableau Desktop Public Edition. All you need to do is just click on it. So when you click on it, you will be taken to the second tab on it, and here you have to fill it up. So I'll just quickly fill it up with my details, and then you can use yours. So when it comes to the role here, you have to choose student. Now I'm an educator, researcher, teacher, so I'll use this part, but for you, you have to use the student part. Then after that, you can use the state of Qatar as your country, but for me, it's gonna be Canada. And for you, you don't need to put the province, but here I'm gonna put the province as Ontario. So here after filling it up, just let me go back. So you can pause here if you have any questions or if you missed any part. First name, last name, email, role for you will be student. If you're a professor, you will be still teacher and educator. You have country will be Qatar, and you don't need to provide the province for that. If you missed any part, you can rewatch by going back in the video. And after filling this form, all you need to do is just click download the app. Once you click download the app, it will show you here in the download, if you're using Google Chrome on Windows, that unverified download blocked. All you need to do is just click on this and click download unverified file. Sometime because of the security on the computer and the Windows security, it sees the file as unverified, but you don't need to worry about that. All you need to do is just click give access. Now, if you want to see, it's going to take, it's a 568 megabyte file, so it's going to take around 5 minutes to complete, but you can see it in a real time here. While you're waiting for your download, you can still look around and explore different resources on Tableau Public. You will find how-to videos here. So if you play one of them, let's say currently playing Get Started, this one for executive overview, profitability analysis, I think mostly for different states in America. So while we're waiting for the download to finish, we can watch just a video about the tutorial. Now these are different how-to videos, aka tutorials. So now that you haven't seen the Tableau software before installing it, so if you want to watch, you're most welcome to watch them. But while not having the Tableau downloaded and installed on your computer to see how they actually look and what are the different elements and parts of and different tools within the software, this could be overwhelming for you and could be challenging to follow the tutorials at that stage. So, to be honest, if you don't want to watch them at this stage, it is still practical and pragmatic than watching them after session one, where you have downloaded, installed Tableau, and have an understanding of different tools and understanding. While we are waiting, you can still um, look at the different sample data. So you can see that if the data set has an XLS file format, it means it's an Excel file. And if it's a CSV, it's a comma separated value. So you'll see most of the data in these two formats. But again, Tableau is welcoming data sources from 50 plus sources or multiple like formats. So it is, you will find some of them as JSON files as well. So if you have a bit of technical understanding on the file formats, you will be able to. All right, guys, while I was waiting for the Tableau desktop to download on my laptop, I had paused the recording for about 5 to 7 minutes. So that is the expected time that you need to wait while your download is still going on and it's completed. Once you make sure that the download is completed, you can go to the downloads and click on the Tableau desktop file. In some cases, it will ask you to install verified, unverified. So you can just click yes and give permission. Once you click on the downloaded file that you have just downloaded with the file of Tableau public, and it will have the latest version, which is 2025.2. So this is the home screen of the downloaded file for the Tableau Desktop Public Edition. You just need to quickly skim through it, read through it, and all you need to do is just click here that I have read and accept the terms of the license agreement. So after giving the acceptance of the terms, then you can just click install. Make sure that you are the admin of your computer and PC. If you're not, you might be asked to provide the passwords of the admin on your computer. It will ask you it will ask you to give permission, and that will be the starting point of the installation. Okay, so once you after downloading, you will be uh, taken to the Tableau Desktop Public Edition directly. Here you will be asked if there is an update maintenance is available or not. You can choose download and install if you want, but for now you can just click skip this update. And once you skip this update, this is where you will be able to see the Tableau public on your computer. So on the left side, you will see connect option. So connecting different sources of files. But first, I will tell you how you can actually access this when you are trying to open your computer or desktop for the first time. So let me close this for now. And what I'm going to do is I will go to my home and I'll search for Tableau. So when you search for Tableau, you will be able to see Tableau Public 2025.2. You need to just click on it and it will be able to open the Tableau public for you. So this is how you will see it um, on your computer. If there is any error or you did any um, mistake while downloading and installing on your computer, so you can pause the video and go it back and rewatch that part of the video. And if nothing helps you, you can always reach out to me by the form, Google form I'll provide to you by the end of this session one on Teams channel, as well as the professor will be informing you through the PowerPoint presentation. So here you will find how to connect different files. So here, if you don't know these different files, you can quickly do quick research on what is a Microsoft Excel file, what is a text file, what is a JSON file, what is a Microsoft Access file, what is a PDF file, what is a spatial file, and what is a statistical file. So you need to understand the differences of those different file formats. And if you want to connect to a server where you can fetch the data to import the data, so you can choose different options from there as well, whether the data is from Google Drive or from OData or any web data connector that you can actually see. So for now, we will be pausing here, and then on the next stage of this session one, I'll show you how to use the sample data to import it into your Tableau public and how to play with the first demo on Tableau desktop version. Thank you. All right, guys, welcome back. In this part of the session, I will be going to give you a demo of how to import a file. This file that I'm going to use as a sample data file will be given to you on Teams, as well as professors will give you on the learning management system as well. So first of all, if you want to open Tableau, all you need to do is search for Tableau Public on your computer after downloading and installing. It will take a few seconds to open the Tableau desktop for you. Now, for you, you will not be able to see any of these files, for instance. So I'll be closing these files and I'll show you how they will look like in real. So let me open the Tableau Public again, and you will see something like this. So here the file I'm going to provide you is in the format of comma separated files. So whenever you have a CSV file, CSV are text files, so I'm going to search for the text file, and the file I'll be giving you must have stored it in session one already after downloading it from Learning Management System or Microsoft Teams. So I'll click on it, and this will help me to get the file data into my Tableau. So how do you cross check that is that once you click the file and click OK, if the data is being appeared here of the global superstore CSV data, on the right corner here you will find all the column. It means the data has been loaded correctly. You will see some null values because the data must sometimes do have null values, empty rows in the data. So you can see that the data has been successfully loaded. Let me repeat the steps so you can follow up with me. So first of all, you're gonna search for Tableau public in your computer, and once it's loaded, you will be able to see the connect part where you will be connecting to your data sources that you will need for your analysis in Tableau. So as the file I'm going to give you for sample analysis is a CSV file, which is a form of a text file. If the data is given to you in Excel format, you have to click on Microsoft Excel. But again, this is a CSV file, so it has to be done through text file. So I'll click on text file here, and I have to navigate in my computer where the file is. So this file will be given to you prior to this step. and all you need to do is download it into your computer in session one folder that we created in the beginning of this session one video. So click Global Superstore and press open. So once you open it, it will take a few seconds and you will be able to see that the data has been loaded. Now, if you go back to this file and you want to check what kind of data is there, so you can open that in your Excel or Google Sheet. So you will find that the data is about the transactions on a superstore, and it has features like row ID, order date, ship date, city, state, country, postal code, market, region, products, quantity, discount, profit. So you can see that this is a data about some transactions in a global superstore. So I'm using this data as a first demo, but again, your activity and all the next sessions will be based on public policy narratives and arguments data sets. So that will be very much linked to Hyderabad 2025. Here, we're going to use this as an example. So this is how you select the data from your source, and if the data is being connected successfully, you will be able to see the different columns of the data as described here. You will also see the different fields of the data that you have in this analysis, and that will appear here as well. Now this is our data source, and now we will move towards sheet one, where all the magic happens, where all the analysis will happen. Now this is something very new for you if you're using Tableau for the first time. So on the sheet one, where we will create multiple visualizations, if I go here, new worksheet will be created, worksheet two. If I click again, that will create a third worksheet. Now if you check, the sheet logo is different on the left bottom section, but this one is more about a new dashboard. So if I click it, dashboards will be created here, and the last logo you see here, if I click that, it will create a story map. So this is how the analysis and visualization work in Tableau. You will create sheets for analysis of each visualization. Then you can create multiple sheets with multiple individual visualization like pie chart, bar chart, horizontal bar chart, donut chart. And then when you combine all those sheets and visualization, that's where the dashboards are created out of it. And then when you have multiple dashboards, you can create a whole data story out of it. So the flow is creating sheets for individual visualization, then creating a dashboard by combining multiple visualization and sheets together. And then if you have more than one dashboards, like two or three or four, then you can create a story map from a whole stream of analysis in the form of dashboards. Now we will just beginning with our sheet of individual visualization. So on the left side, you will see two different tabs. One is the data tab, where you will see all the column names and the features of the data that you loaded. In the analytics, you will see that you can use different forms of statistical mathematical concepts, but we didn't do any, we didn't imported any or selected any columns for analysis yet, so you don't see, it's all disabled yet. In the beginning, all you need to do is just look at it. So here you will find global superstore, which is the file name that you have imported. So if the data is coming from multiple sources in the same Tableau, you will see more than one file names here. So these are the different columns. Now you must be wondering what is the different logos next to it. So when you load the data into Tableau from your file, Tableau have this sense of reading the data, what kind of data is there. So if I look at in my CSV file, look here. So if I look at the ship date, so the data I have is in the date format. Here, ship mode is more of like string values or like nouns, proper nouns. Here, if you look at postal code, they're mostly following numerical data, whole numbers, and so forth. Like order ID has alphanumeric with special characters in it. So Tableau will actually read the data in the first instance and make sense out of it, that what is the data type. Data type means what kind of data exists in these columns. Is it, if it's like age, that will be numbers, whole numbers. If it is name, it will be, of course, string values or ABC text file, data file. If it's phone numbers, most probably it's also numbers here. And if it's like a location, it will be like geographical location for you. So you can see here. So these are all the different columns in the data that we have loaded, and these are the different uh, formats of the data type in those columns. So order date is usually a date format, so you can see the logo has changed. And this is the initial understanding of each column in Tableau, but you can change that if you see there is any inconsistency, and most probably you will find those inconsistency that the data is in the form of numbers, but um, Tableau is reading is an ABC text format. So how you can change it to number data, so you can do aggregation and mathematical operations on them. So these are the columns that you have in the data. Then in the next section, we have the visualization section of space of the sheet. So this is where you will see the visualization space where the charts and graphs. So this is the area where we will be creating our charts and graphs, and that's where the analysis will perform. Here we will choose which column, which features will go to the columns of the charts. Like let's say you want to do histogram, so what will be the columns and what will be the rows for that analysis. Here we have mark section, how you want to apply that. So we will see now how to do that. So now if you look at it, now we have a lot of columns there, and I just wanted to make a first analysis of visualization as a basic and easy way. And I'll just call what are the top 5 different states based on the fields that they have done for this analysis. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'll click the sheet 1, and here I'll rename it to a top 5 states by sales. So once I say that, it will appear here, and it's pretty obvious that you want to visualize the states, top 5 performing state based on the sales they have done so far. So in this case, we are filtering out the top performing state. So I'll just go to state and put it into filter. When I put it in the filter, I have multiple options to filter it, as I want to look for the top 5. So in this case, I will choose top 5 for me and click apply, and then click OK. So I have chosen the filters, but I still need to perform the sum of sales, which means that I have to get the sales column and to present it for my analysis. So you will find the sum of sales here, and you will put it into color. So you will get different colors here, and also for the size. So you're going to use those two for it, and the state will go as a label in the form of it. So you can see that you will get this amazing visualization chart, which will help you to understand what are the different sales or different um, 5 best states that you have based on the sales you have done. Now, the marks you see here could be changed to different kind of visualization. If I choose here is text, then you will see this, it will create like a word cloud kind of analysis where the size, the text size will be actually telling you how they are like huge amount is been done by that. So let's say you look at England, they have a sales of 485,000. California is 457,000. New York is 310,000. Uh, this lady France is 317,000, and Texas is the lowest. You can see the font size is quite low here with 170,000. Now, this is how we perform different kinds of analysis on creating individual sheets and charts for us. So I'll just do one more short sheets to give you actually visualization before we end up session 1 and give you the activity. Now for sheet 2, if you look at all these different columns, I can just do sales per subcategory. So I want to also see the sales per subcategory in the data. So how the sales are performing based on different categories. So I'll go sales will go to the column so I can get some really nice analysis of it. And here I can choose the category for my rows. So based on different rows, as categories can go. And I can also use sales as multiple coloring scheme, and also some of sales can go on the label as well. Let's choose subcategories. So this chart will be a good understanding of how we can create categories and subcategories. Let's say furniture. So in furniture, they have chairs, tables, bookcases. How the sales have been performed on each column here. In office supplies, we have multiple categories in the data, and we can actually get the sales as a visualization of it. So this is how you can actually create multiple sheets depending what you want to achieve from your analysis, and choosing different marks and sheets for yourself. So if I change this to line chart, it will give me a line chart mark. If I change it to bar chart, it was by default bar chart. If I change it to circle, you can get the values in circles. So it really depends what you are trying to achieve from your analysis chart. So this is like a little glimpse on how you can apply a different kind of analysis on the fields you choose as a columns and rows. Now, this is just a demo. You have to watch again and again to get a sense of it. Next. Alright guys, so after providing you the demo understanding of one of the practice activity, now the session will be ending up with the practice activity that you need to perform in related to Hadaba 2025. So when you get access to these PowerPoints, you will be able to click on this data file, and it will take you to data bank of the World Bank, where you will be having data about multiple factors. So I'll just go and paste it. Didn't copy there, I guess. So and this will take me to the data source of World Bank. Here, there's a huge data out here. So when you're going to do your analysis first, so you can pick first which countries you want to compare for based on the analysis. So first, you have to pick what countries are you comparing for the policies for. Second, you have to choose the series, what kind of analysis you want to do, like what will be your variables, what will be your features, and then lastly, what time frame are you going to discuss. So I'll show you here an example. Let's say I want to compare R with underdeveloping country as Pakistan, and I can compare it with also third control country as Canada. So once you choose your Canada, and these three countries are chosen already, selected, you can move on to select on the series. Series means what kind of analysis you want to do out of these available data sets. So here you can choose education as health policy, GDP, access to clean fuel, anything. So I'll just quickly roughly see, let's say GDP, if I have anything on GDP, like current US GDP for these countries. Also, I want to see life expectancy at birth, total, let's say for year. Right, so after selecting the countries, and in the series tab, after choosing the different features and the different policies, different faculties of policies. Next is you can choose the time frame range for the data from Okay, so choosing the series and country, then you can choose the time frame for the data to be extracted. So let's say I want to choose the last recent 10, 15 years for analysis. So I'll choose 15. You will be able to see that time has already been chosen, so you can apply the changes. It takes a little time to apply the changes. And now if you want to get the data from the World Bank, you can click on download option and choose CSV. So CSV file will be downloaded for you in the form of a folder. So you can locate that file in your downloads and you can just click on it to extract them in the same folder. So you'll be able to see a CSV file in your folder now. So this is the extracted data. You can copy it and paste it in your session 1 folder that you created for this data. You can rename it to, let's say, activity after opening it. So I can rename it to activity data. And if we go back to Tableau, this is something we did as a demo. So how do you actually save your file? Go to the file option at the top folder and click here, save as, create your demo session 1. And here you have to be careful to choose Tableau package workbook, which is TWBX, and locate it to the same folder where you have created the folder for session 1. So this will save your file, and if you locate it to the folder, you will be able to find demo session 1 TWBX workbook file. Now, if you want to close this or open the new for your activity, you can create new, and in the new file, you can choose your data source as the new downloaded data set, which is activity data. So it will take a minute to load the data. You can see the data has been loaded. And once you go to the sheet, you'll be able to see the data here. So this is your activity that you have to create 2 different visualization, like the demo session from this data, and you have to submit to see the understanding of you on Tableau for this data set from World Bank based on different public policies. So this is the activity you need to do. So again, this will wind up session 1 for now, and you have to watch this session recording, follow it up, watch it again, and I'll be providing with you the link to the Google form for feedback. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me and give you your feedback. So the next 5 sessions that I will be recording will be based on your feedback, so I can improve the recordings according to your interest and preferences. And see you next week. So thank you so much for listening. And again, if any question, please reach out to me. Thank you.